Hey everybody, I wanted to go live, but since my page is young and I don't have too many followers, it's not going to allow me to go live. Restrictions of Facebook. They really know how to control. So, in the spirit of this week's, owning your throne, reclaiming your throne, I am going to talk about myself, of course, and I really want to focus on being authentic, who I am. Sorry, I'm going to tell you stories. One thing I definitely don't talk about very often is the spiritual side of me. I don't know why I don't talk about it. I think I like to hear other people talk about it. I don't share myself. So, definitely I want to share a paranormal story. So when I was 4 years old, I think I remember this moment. I was in my crib. Yeah, I share a room with my grandmother, and I don't know what time it was dark. It was dark in the room, but I was awake. And I remember seeing a full figure skeleton walk from the window into the wall, into the room of my sister. And I was so scared. I remember being so scared to see this creature. It was a skeleton. As a child, how would you know what that is? But I do have it in my memory. But the scary part is this skeleton followed us to our new home in Ohio. And I used to think it was attached to my grandmother, but maybe it was attached to me because I was the one seeing it. But it showed itself a few times. So one time was during a power outage, and we lost electricity, and I remember sitting with my grandmother in the room in the dark, and that figure popped up on the TV screen. And I remember asking my grandmother, "Do you see that?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "There's a skeleton there." Nobody saw it. The third time, I was with my mother and sister having dinner, and I happened to glance out the window, and once again that figure was by the window waving. And I asked my mom, because I was so scared, to close the curtain, and I said, "Don't you see that skeleton?" And neither of my mom and sister saw it. So I don't know if I have some special abilities that I really never tapped into, and maybe I should. If you are experts in psychic abilities, tell me. But I definitely have some ability for that. I still remember even 10 years ago, when I was traveling and I came home, I was watching TV, and on the TV screen there was a green blob of light. And I thought it was just that channel, so I changed the channel, and it stayed there. And it grew. This green blob grew and became three-dimensional, and I suddenly saw a nose, and I closed my eyes so tight, and I said, "No, I don't want to see you." I was so scared, actually. It was very frightening to see this face forming from the TV screen, and not related to the channels I was watching. So I have so many strange experiences, so I'd like to hear, have you ever had a paranormal experience? Tell me about it. All right, so there's me, my story, being authentic. Have a great day, everybody.